This video, I'm going to build an Excel sheet which you can use to predict the profit that you will receive when selling an item on eBay. As I demonstrated in another video, this is an eBay profit calculator I created that you can use to do that. However, having it in the form of an Excel sheet allows you to actually build a list of items and to calculate the profit for all these different items. So in predicting the profit, the first thing I like to think about, or first thing I consider rather, is the original cost of the item. What did the item cost in the first place? That's the first thing, very important thing. So let's say, for instance, the item had cost me $5. So I'll just put 5. Okay, I already formatted this with a $sign. And then now I have to think about what it costs to ship the item as well. Before I can really think about the price, I need to think about the shipping. If it's a heavy item, it's going to cost more to ship. If it's lighter, it's going to cost less, right? So let's say I figure out that this item is very light and it's only going to cost $3 to ship, let's just say. So I put 3 for $3. Now I have the eBay fee percentage. All right, I'm going to click the percent sign first to format it so I can just type the number. And let's say my fee is 10%. That is the standard eBay fee here in the US. If you have a different fee, then you will put a different number. For PayPal fee percentage, I'm going to type there 2.9%. And for the PayPal transaction fee, it is simply 0.30. All right, you can use the $sign for that. That's your PayPal transaction fee. Your boost fee percentage, I did throw this in for people who want to do their boost fee. All right, I'm going to leave it out for now and come back to that later. And this is where now you're going to put your selling price. Now on this calculator, I did have the break even. I'm leaving the break even out for now because break even is a very complex formula, so I'm leaving it out for now. But I can put it back in the Excel sheet that I'll share with you. Now for the selling price, for now I'm just going to come up with the price. I'm just going to say 20. For the selling price, okay, if it's not formatted, you can do this to get a $sign format. So that's $20. Another important thing is whether or not the buyer's paying shipping. If they are, how much they're going to pay for shipping. Because regardless of what your shipping costs are going to be, there's a certain cost that you might or might not charge for the buyer. It might be free. You might have a flat charge. Or so you can put whatever you believe you're going to charge the buyer. Let's just say I'm going to charge them $5 for shipping. All right, and this is a way that sellers sometimes make a little extra money, is they charge a flat rate even though sometimes the shipping is going to be less. All right, now the total payment, this is an important calculation. Because what you're going to get paid, or what the buyer is going to pay, is what will determine how much you're going to pay in your fees. So for total payment, I will set that equal to the price that I'm charging plus whatever the buyer is paying for shipping. All right, so the price that I'm selling it for plus whatever the buyer is paying for shipping. So altogether, that is $25, right? The buyer is going to pay this plus that. All right, one thing I like to do when I do a formula is I like to bold it so it can stand out, so I don't forget that it's a formula. All right, then you can scroll over. Now one thing I'm going to do also is just something that's good to know. Click on this one to select this row, and I'm going to go to format, text wrapping, format text wrapping and wrap. Well, it's already on, but I have to, okay, it's already on. And what that does is it allows the words to wrap around one on top of the other. So you can pull these in. All right, and that's what it does. All right, and that will be kind of a space saver here. All right, so that I can pull these in as much as I want, and they still, the words can still fit, right? Because they'll wrap around. Okay, now I have everything the way I want it. And now that I know what I'm going to get paid, now I can calculate the eBay fee. So the eBay fee is going to be equal to the payment that I'm getting times the eBay fee percentage, whatever it is, whatever percentage eBay's taken out. So that's 250. PayPal fee, I'm going to do that formula now, equal. And if you don't know how to do formulas and all that, it's okay. You can just watch me do it. And I'm going to share this with you anyway, so you'll have the formulas and everything. But equal for the PayPal fee, equal sign. Take this total payment, multiply it by the PayPal fee percentage to get that part of your PayPal fee, plus your PayPal transaction fee, which is 30 cents. Hit enter, and that will be your PayPal fee, $1.03. I'm going to bold it by clicking bold, the bold format, this B icon. Okay, now we have the boost fee. If you decided to use the boost fee, it's just like the PayPal fee. You take the price, the total payment, that you received, and multiply it by the boost fee percentage. Right now it's empty, so it's just going to give me 0. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Alright, then we get the total fees. So for the total fees, we just need to add these 3 fees together. So total fees is just simply eBay fee plus this PayPal fee plus this boost fee. Alright, J2 plus K2 plus L2. I press enter. I'm going to bold it, and that's $3.53 in fees. Alright, so if I sell the item at this price and I charge the buyer this much shipping, I'm gonna get this payment. This is the eBay fee. I'm gonna pay PayPal fee, 0 boost fee because I didn't boost it, and then the total fees $3.53. Now for the profit is just going to be, first of all, the payment that you're going to get. You now have to subtract all of these fees from that payment. So now you have to subtract the total fees, right? The PayPal fee comes out right away. The eBay fee, you have to reserve that for the end of the month. But the point is you're going to pay it at some point, so this is all going into your total fees. Right? So you're going to subtract that. Also subtract your original cost of the product itself, right? Subtract that, minus one more thing, what you actually paid to ship the item to the buyer. Doesn't matter what they paid, it's what you paid when you're calculating the profit, right? What they paid is already included in the total payment, right? Whatever the buyer paid you is included in here. But now when we do the profit, we need to subtract what you paid. This is what you are paying for shipping. All right, the money that you had to pay for the eBay label, or to USPS or UPS or whatever carrier service you're using wherever you are. All right, so okay. So that is pretty much it. I'm going to bold it. One other thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to click this column A and just drag all the way over, and this is a way to select all of these at once. And I'm going to use this align and click on this left to put all of the numbers on the left. Okay, and that is basically your profit sheet. Now if you want to know your markup or anything like that, as I did here, we can add that as well, like the markup or the margin. I like to look at the markup. I like to know how much I made compared to what I actually spent, what the item cost me originally. So I'm going to take the profit and I'm going to divide it by what the item actually cost, the original cost of the item. Okay, so that was equal, did it fast, let me do that again, equal, take this profit, and I want to divide it by what I originally paid. Alright, that's the markup, but I also need a percent sign, okay, to get the markup. This markup is huge. This is 269.50% because I only paid $5 for the item, but I end up making $13.48 profit. So that is, almost 3 times as much as what the item costs, right? So that's what happens when you mark up a price way beyond what you actually paid for the item, right? That's how you make money. Buy low, sell high. All right, buy low, sell high. So of course you could put this price lower if you think $20 for, if you're doing an item and you think this price is going to be too high, people are not willing to pay that price, you can bring it down and see what your new profit will be, right? We can always bring the price down. Okay, so once you do that, all you really have to do is wherever you have formulas, you have to copy the formulas down. All right, you can do it like this. So you just click, you go in the lower right hand corner here and you just click. This is called the fill handle, and you just click on that and you just drag it down. In the lower right hand corner, put the mouse over this. When it turns to a plus sign, just drag it down. Same thing with the markup, which I forgot to bold it. Okay, just take this and just drag it down like that, right? It's going to say division by 0 because you don't have any, because there's nothing, because these cells are empty. All right, so, and then you just do your next item, right? You can do 10, whatever your shipping costs are, 5. All right, now if these are just going to be the same, you can just copy them, right? Or you can just rewrite them. But if you you can copy them like that by highlighting all 3. All right, let me undo that and just do it one more time. You can go 1, 2, 3. You can highlight all three together, and you can just click this and drag it down together, and that will copy them if they're just going to be the same. And if you know that it's going to be the same for a while, for a lot of items, you can just drag it all the way down like this. All right, and so you don't have to keep typing those in. All right, same thing with formulas. All right, while it's empty, I could just drag this all the way down. All right, and then do other examples. Okay, another thing is I want to put the $sign here. I'm going to click here. I'm going to use the control. I can use the control button to click here as well. And here, control, click. And what I'm going to do here is make sure I have the $sign format on all of these. In fact, I can just drag across because these are all next to each other. I just realized that. And just click the $sign format. All right, so that everything you type in here will have a $sign. All right, everything you type into those columns. All right, and so that's basically how you can build yourself a nice simplified profit sheet. I had a much fancier kind of complex profit sheet I created on another channel, my previous channel, but sometimes you really need something simple with a little less in it. All right, less columns, where you can just pop in that original cost that you've already determined, or that somehow, or you've estimated. Pop in your shipping costs and just have it calculate the fees for you. Throw in a price, you just throw in your price, throw in your buyer's shipping or whatever. Here's the eBay fee. This should also be bold. So I'm going to copy that down as well. This boost fee, I'm going to bold that too. Okay, make sure I copy those down. And just to show you that the boost fee works, if I put a 1 here, all right, actually, let me redo this. This should be a percentage format. So highlight that whole thing, percentage. If I have 1% boost fee, for example, this is what you'll see. That the boost fee is 10 cents, 1% of $10. If I'm selling something for $10, that's my boost fee. Right, that gets calculated into the total fees. So now you have a new total fees. You have your profit, right, and you have your markup Okay, sometimes your profit's going to be negative if your price is not high enough. I mean, that's the whole point of this, is to make sure that you're going to make money. So you might do your calculations and you might get a negative number, right? That means you're pricing too low, right? Your shipping is too high compared to the price. All right, and then also considering that you paid so much. I paid $10 for the item. You know, I'm shipping it for $5. I can't just charge $10. I got to charge more money, maybe $20. All right, $20 gives me a little profit, a little markup. All right, but what I'll do is I'll pop in a break even. I'll insert one left, and I'll pop in a break even formula here, which will give you the break even price. All right, but it's a little complex, but I'll pop that in, and I'll share that with you, so at least you'll have this break even in the middle. All right, and that's pretty much how this works. I mean, you would just, like I said, keep filling it in with your different examples that you're doing. All right, you can always, if you want to add a column, I'll make sure you know how to do that. You can right click onto this, insert one left, because you might be using this to keep track of items, and you might want to put item, whatever item or item number or what have you. So you can always insert a column for that purpose as well. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you find this Google Sheet helpful. There will be a link in the description of this video where I'll share this Google Sheet with you. Also, if you'd like to, you can get on my email list, where I'll keep you updated on new resources. And actually, sometimes I share actual Excel files, not just Google Sheets, but actual complete Excel files. And for that, you would have to be on my email list, because those are only delivered via email. So I'll have a link if you want to get on my subscribe to my email list as well. I only will send messages about, you know, updates on my new sheets, Excel sheets, or other content that I create. Okay, thanks for watching. Please leave comments, suggestions, questions, or anything below. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.